Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another casted game with the Beasty Cutie. He's here on his Smurf account, and he's going to be playing today as the Abbasid Dynasty in the color yellow. A perfect map to be playing this civilization, as we are on Lipany. Abbasid are known for their presence on this map. And Beasty today is going to be facing up against Vortex, spawning in on the right-hand side of the map in the color blue, playing as the Delhi Sultanate. Another great civilization for this map, and that is because of these cliffs. I mean, we take a look at this sacred site here on the south. It's perfect for warding up. I mean, it can play to your advantage, and it can also play to your disadvantage, depending on how the cliffs spawn. So for here, I mean, I don't know if this favors Vortex or not, this southern sacred site, because look at this wall here. Beasty could always look to come up here, you know, stick down a wall over on this little passageway here. Stick one here. Stick a wall here, and, you know, Vortex is completely walled out of this sacred site. But it can also play to its favor, you know. If Vortex comes down here, walls this up. So we're gonna have to see how that one plays out. But I would say here for Vortex, I would say it's probably favored, because Beasty is most likely going to be going for an economic build here with the economic wing into Fertile Crescent. That is how we tend to see these sort of maps play out. Just because it's a little bit more defensive, it's much easier to go for economic wing into multiple town centers. But in saying that, I haven't actually seen an economic wing build in quite a while with the Abbasid Dynasty, because it's probably because I've been casting salami games and lots of pub games where we've just been seeing like culture wing into military wing with the new Abbasid units. We're not on the pub, by the way. This is still season 4, so unfortunately no pub for a while. But yeah, we're gonna have to see how this one plays out here for Beasty, if he does actually look to go for the economic wing. Because, I mean, it's still a relatively open map, right? Like, you got a direct passage towards Vortex's base. Sometimes you can get these Lipany spawns where there's, like, you know, a complete massive wood line in the middle with a cliff. So, this map is... It's so random with the spawns. So, you could really see anything. But, yeah, there we go. Beasty, it's going to be going for the economic wing. So, it's going to be for multiple town centers. I don't think I've ever seen an economic wing build where someone just stays on one TC. I don't think that really works that well, but... I mean, you do get the, you know, the decrease on everything else as well. It's not just the town center. It's all economic buildings. But, yeah, you do want to make use of the town centers. But Vortex, on the other hand, he's going to be aging up here with the Tower of Victory. So it looks like he's wanting to put on some pressure in the feudal age. This is the landmark we typically see when players are looking to put on some pressure in the feudal age. And it makes sense, right? You're up against the Abbasid player going for multiple town centers. You want to try and contest that. You also want to try and keep these sacred sites as long as you can in the early game. You can't really sit back on this one. You gotta be somewhat aggressive. Vortex has wheelbarrow coming through. See all the upgrades for the Delhi being free. He's made sure he grabs them all that he possibly can. Doesn't have survival techniques in the queue. Sometimes we have seen this out of players where they go for survival techniques first and they look to make use of their deer hunt. But on a map like this, your deer hunt's sort of far away. Maps like Altai, for example, it's much easier to do that build. And it's only a minute, 6 seconds it takes for survival techniques when you have your first scholar in the mosque. So, it doesn't make sense that Vortex goes for the wheelbarrow first. He's got the berries, so... yeah, really not much of a reason to go out and look for the deer this game. Beasty, on the other hand, he's about to reach the feudal age. We see he's already on the stone. Expanding his houses out to link everything up, trying to get his tier 1 golden age going. Grabbing wheelbarrow now as well as Fertile Crescent. So it's definitely going to be looking for at least one extra town center. Could always look for a second town center, but... well, as in like a, you know, a second built one, so 3 town centers as a whole. But I don't know how well that would work up against the Delhi. I feel like in this sort of situation, 2 town centers is going to be enough. Because, you know, Vortex over here, he's gone up with a Tower of Victory. He's already dropping down his blacksmith. Barracks coming down as well. And you may even see a second blacksmith come down eventually. And going for 3 town centers is a little bit risky because, you know, Delhi going to start to capture up these sacred sites. They're going to start to build up their mass with the extra 20% attack speed. It starts to get a little bit scary. So I reckon it'll only be the 1 town center coming up from Beasty. We see, yeah, there he's going to be moving away. As town centers only cost 262 stone, 300 wood. Really nice price right there for the Abbasid. And where's Beasty? Where's he? I thought it would have been going on one of these deer packs, but... Oh, that's smart. That is so smart right there. Going for the TC on the sacred site. Okay, that is actually pretty big brain. I'll give him that. That's pretty big brain. He's also got berries out here as well, so still a pretty decent spot. I mean, probably on deer would have been slightly better, like here, because you get the gold and the berries as well. But here's still a great spot, right? Because you're denying away a sacred site from Vortex here. And this is one of the most easy access sacred sites for Vortex as well. But this could be a little bit of a problem for Beasty later on down the lines as we see Vortex already grabbing Siege Engineering. In fact, it's the first upgrade he's grabbing. If that doesn't tell you something, then I don't know what will. But Vortex is definitely planning to do something about this, I'm sure. Do you see more units coming out from Vortex? He's doing the 1-1-1 at the moment. Spearman, Archer, Horseman. All coming out. Let's see how long he's got left till Sanctity comes in. He's got 2 scholars in there. Let's have a look. It's 40 seconds away. Yeah, so he should be able to capture up these 2 with pretty much uncontested from Beasty. He should be able to do a little bit of walling here as well. Gonna have to see if he looks to do that. Golden Age comes in for Beasty on tier 1. As down his first stable. First bit of production, the first horseman does come out, rally towards the base of Vortex. Let's see if he can find much with that though. Vortex obviously has quite a force already, up to 3 spears, 4 archers. Vortex looking very happy when it comes to the numbers right now, when it comes to military force. Beasty starting to creep ahead now though when it comes to the economic count. You see up by 2. Also does have fresh food stuffs in. Going to be giving the discount to all of his villagers that he creates. It does look like he is going to be just sticking with the 2. Ooh, in saying that, he's slowly moving some over. Maybe this is just for maybe some emplacements a little bit later on, as we do see he is building an outpost on top of this cliff. So this could very much be for arrow slits. I have a feeling it is, because I feel like he'd have more workers over here on the stone otherwise. And he's got no more rallied over there. So I think that is just going to be for some arrow slits and maybe even some fortifications. We see here Beasty just being an absolute pain here. Trying to delay the sacred site for as long as possible. Scholar almost getting taken out there. 32 HP. Piety coming in clutch right there, giving the extra 40 health to the Scholar. First sacred site gets captured up for Vortex. The second one should be able to be captured up relatively easy as well. Outpost about to be constructed. Mass starting to mass at the front of the base for Vortex. Horseman will get caught out. Sacred site gonna be captured. Looking very, very nice for Vortex right now. He's got to be feeling pretty happy about his military advantage that he's got. Building a ram up now as well. Looking to push into this town center. And Beasty doesn't really have much of an answer to it at the moment. He's on triple stable, just doesn't have the food to sustain production on all of this. He is trying to get a camel archer as well. Second archery range coming down. So, yeah. I mean, let's see if he can build up a mass fast enough. Because this is looking a little bit intimidating right here. There's a lot here. 2 sacred sites are here as well for Beasty. He has got a few horsemen and a camel archer over here that he can look to maybe do a little bit of raiding with. But this town center is going to be put under a lot of pressure here. And Beasty doesn't really have a lot here. We got arrow slits coming in on the outpost. But Vortex is about to have through Iron Undermesh. There it is, comes through. So going to be able to sustain a little bit more fire underneath this town center. One ram going to be heading towards the outpost. The other one, the town center. Vortex going to be committing under here. Villagers running inside of the outpost. They're going to be some dead vills, that's for sure. We see Vortex just going to be committing to burning down this town center here. Both sacred sites under contention right now. In fact, all three of them sort of under contest right now. Town center for Beasty, not looking too strong here. He's got 10 villagers sitting inside of here. They're going to be evacuating out. Beasty doesn't have anything to deal with this army from Vortex. Beasty going to be losing out on his town center at a really early point in the game, as well as a few villagers over here. Vortex still going to be losing that northern sacred site. So both on relatively even grounds right now when it comes to the economy. The question is Vortex going to be able to recapture these sacred sites? That's how he's going to be able to build his lead at the moment, because Beasty, he's invested into the eco wing, and now he's down a town center. He invested a lot of resources into that TC, and it didn't really buy much value. He's only up by 6 villagers. But we do see there Beasty pulling off some nice little raids. They're going to be able to find a nice villager kill, and he's able to keep these alive. Sacred site going to be reclaimed. In fact, all 3 of them looking to get reclaimed here. Looks like Vortex is now on the way to Beasty's base. Archers starting to build up for Beasty. So 4 archers, which, I mean, not a lot for the time being, especially when you're up against Tower of Victory archers as well, with an undermesh. It's better than nothing, I guess. Looks like Beasty is doing a good job at the moment, just denying away these sacred sites for as long as possible. I'm surprised by Vortex here, actually, he's deciding to engage onto Beasty's base rather than using his army to fortify up the sacred sites. I feel like fortifying the sacred sites here with some walls, maybe even a tower, and capturing these up could be pretty huge. Especially when you're up against only a 1 TC Abbasid player. The Vortex is deciding to keep up the pressure here. Reinforcements going to be coming through. Ram's going to get taken out. Vortex continues to keep his army about, though. Looks like he may finally be looking to retreat back. Trying to get off as many charges as he can. Spears can engage here. He needs to be careful with the camel archers, though. Looks like he's going to be falling back. More raids coming in at home. Let's get cleaned up, though. Vortex still ahead when it comes to his military mass, but we do see here army value is actually slightly higher for Beasty, and that's got to be mainly because of the camel archers here. They're a very high cost unit. Vortex going to be taking the fight here. His units do have the Tower Victory effect on them, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, the camel archers here giving the debuff, -2 damage to the horsemen. This has such a huge impact. And there we do see Beasty is going to be able to clean this one up, but Vortex reinforcements are coming through. Seems like it's going to be a relatively even fight here, but Beasty does seem like he comes through victorious. Going to be able to push back Vortex. See, army value still relatively even here. Vortex maybe even taking the slightly better trade towards the end there, as he did have those reinforcing spearmen come in. Vortex got to be feeling pretty happy about that one. Up now slightly in army value. Another town center now going to be coming through for Beasty. Trying to reclaim that villager lead. Well, he does still have the villager lead, but trying to reclaim the exponential growth. I don't think that's the right word, I'll be honest. But that's what we'll go with. But Vortex, he's on two sacred sites again. So he's looking pretty decent here. He's up in military. He's up probably around the same in economy when it comes to these sacred sites. Beasty's got that second TC coming through again, so we're going to have to see if he can look to build up his economic lead once again. Beasty also floating a lot of food right now. Makes me think he may be looking towards a castle age, but then he's got nothing on gold whatsoever. That's a lot of food, in fact. Maybe he's just looking to go for, like, mass horsemen or something. Just a lot of food right there. I mean, we do see he's trading up a lot of horsemen, so we'll have to see. Vortex still looking to mass up, though, with just the 3 production buildings that he's got. He's had this, like, the whole game. Just these 3 buildings, just pumping out units. He has got a scholar inside one of the archery ranges here. Villagers getting pushed off the deer by Vortex. Beasty, only 8 villagers ahead. Oh, well, maybe more villagers ahead now. Only one of them does go down. Villager's going to be chasing down the horseman. The raids coming in from Beasty this game have been really, really nice. It does look like the horseman for Vortex will be going down as well. Vortex at the moment, he's just very happy sitting on the 2 sacred sites. I mean, obviously he would love a 3rd sacred site, but this one's it's kind of away from the rest, right? I mean, it's so hard to get around this hill fast with your army. So I completely understand Vortex here. Just like, you know, just look after these 2. They're somewhat close to each other. It's easy for your army to get between them. Beasty almost losing out both horsemen here. You see, have a look at these waypoints that he's got. Just rallies them around and then completely back over here. That's the next level micro right there. And Vortex is going to be aging up now with the compound of the defender. And Beasty's also going to be aging up with the military win. The Vortex is going to be looking to go into some compound of the defender action. I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of keep spam coming through. Plenty of keeps coming through on the front line here. The question is Vortex going to be able to hold this position for long enough? Because we do have the military wing coming through. And that will give the 2 camel riders as well from the age up. So that's going to help even more. Pretty much counters everything here. The horsemen, the archers. And there's not too many spears here for Vortex. More raids coming through as well. Beasty just relentless with the raids here. The compound of the defender going to be coming through. Don't have much stone in the bank though. There we do see upgrades immediately getting queued up. You'll be surprised by the amount of times I see players build the compound of the defender and then not actually click any of the upgrades. It's pretty amazing. But loose front, obviously. Luciferon, I'm getting confused here. This is not Luciferon. This is Vortex. I've been casting quite a few of Luciferon's games today, so I do apologize if I say Luciferon. But Vortex here, you know, him and his brother, top 5 in the world. So yeah, they're not going to forget about these upgrades. Vortex looks like he's been pushed off the berries over here. Not exactly sure where he's off to with all these workers. Maybe over to... Not exactly sure. He's got tons of idols right now. Half of his economy is idle. Beasty does finally reach that castle age. Gets through the 2 camel riders. They're going to be able to help here with the raiding coming through from Vortex. Beasty is on 3 town centers right now. So really looking to pump out the workers with fresh foodstuffs. We're going to have to see if Vortex can look to try and keep up with that though with the keeps. With the compound of the defender with village fortresses. Beasty, he's got some nice walls up here. Wallow going to be coming through. Beasty's got quite a mass here, and we see Vortex getting pushed off that stone. He's struggling a little bit here for stone, it seems. Our scholar will be going down with a relic in his hands. Sacred site will get captured up though. Vortex going to be pushing into the front of Beasty's base. Don't think he's got enough here. I don't think he's got enough. He's just going to be throwing away the spears right there. And now only has a couple lancers, some horsemen, and the archers here, which is still feudal age archers. This could be bad for him if the reinforcements come in from Beasty, but they're all the way at the other side of the map, so Vortex should be alright here, but still not going to be taking the best of fights. Sacred Site victory approaching. Vortex going to have some good gold income for the time being. It looks like Vortex is going to get pushed back here. Can do some good kiting though, but veterancy upgrades are in on these horsemen. These archers, despite having the extra 20% attack speed, they just don't stand much of a chance of against veterancy upgraded archers. But it seems like Beasty is going to have to pull back because of the lancers, just for the time being. Vortex looks like he's moving forward once again with some more villagers to try and make use of the berries. They're struggling still on the stone. Doesn't have down a single keep yet. Beasty looks like he's going to be able to hold on here with the camel riders. Is he actually trading camel riders? Yeah, he is. Have a look at that. Camel riders and horsemen. Now, camel riders is something I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of, because in season 5, which we just had the pop for, camel riders actually get a huge buff. Their cost gets massively reduced in the gold department. And the food, I'm pretty sure. It might just be the gold, but either way, it's massive. It is massive. So we're going to be seeing lots more camel riders. And I'm glad that we'll be seeing more, because I always like seeing unique units from each civilization. I think it's something we should see a lot more of. I think it would be cool to see a feudal age elephant. How cool would that be? Like a little baby. Actually, maybe not a baby elephant. That would be kind of sad watching them die. But I think a feudal age elephant could be pretty cool. Like maybe like a wild elephant, or like a I don't know how you would add this to the game, but I think some sort of elephant in the feudal age could be pretty cool for the Delhi. Maybe if you just like replace the horseman or something with some like maybe not. But I think it'll be cool to see some sort of elephant in the feudal age. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I think we should see a unique unit for every civilization in the feudal age. I'm pretty sure Delhi are like the only civilization, or one of the only civilizations that doesn't have a unique unit in the feudal age. Like the Mongols will have the Keshik, the Abbasid. Actually, the Abbasid don't either. I think it's just Abbasid and Delhi. Actually, no, Abbasid have the camel rider, don't they? I'm pretty sure it's just Delhi. I'll have to think about this more, but yeah, I think we should be seeing unique units for all civilizations in the feudal age. I'm probably missing out on a unit here somewhere. I'm sure that I'm probably just being a little bit stupid, but I'm just trying to think of all the civilizations. I mean, the French have got the French Knight, English have got the Longbow, HRE have got the Metal Arm in Age 2. The Mongols have the Keshik. Huge rage coming in here for Vortex. That's actually pretty huge. Vortex going to be slowly... well, I mean, yeah, Beasty is still going to be ahead. He's on 3 town centers. But certainly some nice rates. Still no keeps coming up, though, for Vortex. He's about to get his first one up. I'm sure we'll be seeing some vills being pulled shortly. Third Sacred Site going to be captured up once again. Beasty going to be returning the favor here with the raid. Vortex is here to meet the army, though. And there's the keep coming through from Vortex on the Sacred Site. Love to see it. Wallow going to be coming through. Not going to be happening. No hell in chance that's going off. That just looked like Beasty. Going to be retreating back. Lots of siege coming through from CGQC's here. Triple Mangonel coming through. 4-6 doesn't have a huge mass. Have a look at Beasties right now. Well, at least on the front line here. Looks like army value is relatively even. See, lots of Vortex's army is in the form of Lancers. Does seem like Beastie's got a pretty good counter to that. Trying to get up the keep. That's his priority right now. He's going to be sacrificing a few of his units. He needs to get this keep up. He's going to be dropping down some siege workshops behind that. He'll be going for some Springles. Vortex getting pushed off the berries. Huge raid coming through from Beasty. It's amazing how well these two are at raiding. Constant raids coming through from both players here. I mean, look at this. Beasty just sneakily keeping four horsemen up in the north of the map. Beasty's going to be going for a keep of his own on the southern Sacred Site. So he's going to be securing this one up. Also securing up the gold mine with it. Lance is going to be able to clean up the crossbows. Keep. Going to get denied out here. Oh, this is huge. Vortex. This is huge for him. Doesn't have anything nearby. Does he even know? There's no way Beasty gets this up. Beasty doesn't even have textiles. So many dead villagers. Beasty's still quite far ahead when it comes to that villager count, but looks like Beasty's trying to push onto this position, but the keep is up for Vortex. Northern Sacred Site has nothing on it yet. Trebuchets coming out from Beasty. Going to take down the keep there. Now it looks like Vortex is looking to push down to the south. Stone walls slowly being constructed here for Beasty, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. Maybe it would have been enough in the olden days where you could just do a little bit of quick walling. And units weren't able to destroy constructing buildings or constructing walls. Those days were pretty crazy, but fortunately now you can do that. And Vortex is going to be able to get through here. Army for BC getting caught out of position here. He's got no anti-cavalry. That's going to be a dead mangonel. It's going to be some dead siege, that's for sure. Only has a few archers in here. Archer's still able to do some decent damage, though. I'm actually pretty surprised at the amount of damage these guys can do. I guess BC does also have his composite bows in as well, so these archers aren't going to be the worst. Vortex only has his +1 defense. Oh, no, he has his +2 defense. It looks like Vortex going very heavy on the siege here. It's a real siege war at this point in the game. Double Trebuchet out from both players here, taking down each other's keeps. We've also got 4 Springalds out from Vortex. BC looking to get off some good raids here once again. Just mass camel riders, mass horsemen here. Such a good composition to raid with, really. Because, like, Vortex is, like, your usual approach to horseman raids would be, oh, let me send my lancers. But it's kind of hard to do that, right? When there's camel riders in there. So Vortex has to send back his army. Has to send back all of the spears, the archers, and the crossbows. Vortex can have some villagers caught out of position. Does have textiles through, though. Springalds. Oh, no. Vortex. He's going to be losing all of them. Manages to save one, but that feels really bad right there. He manages to stay alive for the time being. Is being repaired by 11 villagers. But Vortex is going to have to get through some Springalds very, very quickly here. Looks like Beasty's army may get cornered here, though. This could be pretty huge for Vortex. Huge amount of army being taken out there. Trebuchets for Vortex still slowly taking the keep down from Beasty. Both of them just slowly wearing each other down. Is Vortex actually training villagers? He is training villagers from this keep. But Beasty at the moment, he's certainly ahead when it comes to the economy by quite a significant amount. Like, we see by 50 there. Now we've got Springle trades coming through. Beasty really looking to put in the pressure on this sacred site. Vortex going to have to retreat back up the little valley. I have no clue how Trebuchets are able to lug themselves up that hill. Especially by themselves. I mean, look at them. Just rolling away. But looks like Beasty is going to be able to pick up the first Trebuchet. But Vortex's army does arrive after cleaning up that whole cavalry mass. Pretty nice for Vortex right there. His priorities on this front line at the moment. It does look like that keep is able to stay up for the time being. Only the 2 Trebuchets still from Beasty. Slowly wearing it down. I feel like you could probably get another couple Trebuchets out at this point. But Beasty deciding to go up with the culture wing. They're deciding to now go into the Imperial Age. Enough resources to do so. Also has enough stone to go for another keep if he so wishes to. What? 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 Camel riders are killing the spearmen with fire. I have never seen that before. That's funny. That is funny right there. I've never once seen that. But anyway, Vortex is going to be looking to push Beasty back once again. And I feel like Beasty's plan at the moment is going to be for this upgrade right here. Roller shutter triggers. That's what he really wants. He wants to just make sure Beasty can... Or he wants... Other way around. He wants to make sure that Vortex can't kill his own siege with these Springalds. And it's really hard for Delhi as well to get through the upgrade because this is the one time where you probably want to just pay for the upgrade. We see that it's 6 minutes that this upgrade takes. I mean, it takes less in the base if you got the scholars, but it still takes a long time. And it's a real issue for the Delhi as well, because it's, you know, you need that upgrade to be able to fight against enemy Springalds. Like, it doesn't matter how many you have. If you've got the longer range, you will win every fight. So So Beasty deciding to go Imperial here for that upgrade, I'd expect. It's going to be the first upgrade in the queue. 100%. You see Beasty's got quite the significant score lead at the moment. He's looking really, really strong right here. Up by a huge amount when it comes to the economy. I mean, still ahead by a good 50 villagers. Age up comes through. Let's see it, Beasty. Let's see it. Okay, not going to be for that upgrade. Going to be going for the Culverin instead. I guess that does make sense. I guess Beasty doesn't actually have any Springles, so it does make sense to go straight into Culverin instead. Usually we'll be seeing this upgrade coming through if Beasty actually had some Springles. But, you know, if you don't have any, just going straight for the Culverin definitely does make sense. The Vortex. He's really starting to mass up at the front of the base here. So looking to try and put on some pressure now. Not looking towards that castle, that Imperial Age whatsoever. Huge amount of trebuchets right here. Have a look at this. 5 trebuchets. Gonna look to start to take down the Siege Workshop. Vortex, focus down this. Focus this. Beasty can't get out the Culverin. Looks like he's just focusing down the House of Wisdom. Beasty looking for a keep drop over on the north. Next to this gold mine. Beasty, it seems like I think I just heard him kill some stuff. He's trying to get out the Culverin. If only Vortex knew, he would definitely target these Siege Workshops down. In fact, we got 2 in there that can't be made. So, Beasty looking to take a fight here. Just so he can get out those Culverin. Culverin going to be taking shots onto the Springles. Sacred Side victory starts once again for Vortex. First Culverin goes down. Springles still alive, surprisingly, here for Vortex. 2 of them still alive. Vortex, have a look at this. Just spamming out the trebuchets up to 6. Just wanting to take down the House of Wisdom here. Is he just going for like an all-in landmark snipe right here? Hasn't got anything else being trained from the Siege Workshops, but he's really wanting to take down this House of Wisdom. We've got Men-at-Arms coming out here from Beasty, as well as elite archers. Elite archers, elite Men-at-Arms. But 5 mangonels here from Beasty. Or from Vortex, sorry. It's going to mean Beasty isn't going to be able to get very far with this army. No more Culverins are out. Both of them have been taken out. So, unfortunately, the Siege is a little bit hard to deal with for Beasty. But we see that the score lead right now for Beasty is huge. This is really an all-in here from Vortex. He's just investing everything he's got. If this doesn't work out, he's going to be in some big, big trouble. Because he just doesn't have the economy, right? Beasty, he had to delete some villagers. I think he may have lost a few up here, but Vortex is losing even more economy. This is awful for him. He's just going for it all in. 6 trebuchets targeting down that TC. Mangonels just looking to keep the siege alive. We've got barely anything here for Vortex as a front line. We still got the production, just the 3. To be fair, he's got a couple more stables, but mainly just these 2 production buildings, making all of the units here for Vortex. Just a mass trebuchet looking to take down the town center. Beasty realizes what's going on here. He realized the landmark snipe. Town center looking to get repaired out. Beasty, he's got decent wood income right now, but running a little bit low in the bank, so it needs to be careful of insufficient wood. We got more trebuchets on the way. No, we don't. Oh, yes, we do. More trebuchets are on the way. We got plenty more on the way now. Mangonel's going to be making their way up to the front here, looking to target down those workers. Beasty, at the moment, struggling when it comes to his food count. Mangonel's going to be able to take some good shots there onto the villagers. Trebuchets taking huge shots onto the town center here. Beasty has plenty of wood now in the bank. Looks like the horsemen are going to be able to take out these trebuchets, but more are coming through. We've got even more in the queue. Looks like we got scholars in here as well, boosting up the production. Beasty. His town center's down to 2,000 HP. It's being repaired up massively. 29 villagers here on that TC. But we got more and more trebuchets coming through. Vortex looks like he's able to hold on here with this front line, as we do have no spring replacement. We do have boiling oil through. And the keep fire is actually helping out here. More and more trebuchets coming through. Beasty's running low in the bank once again. We got insufficient wood. Insufficient wood from Beasty. His villagers sit idle. Town center's on fire once again. More and more trebuchets coming through. It's just the trebuchet spam right now from Vortex. Can Beasty hold on? He's got a huge economy. We see he's ahead Like, he's almost got double the score of Vortex right now. More insufficient wood coming through from Beasty. The Trebuchet spam is absolutely huge from Vortex right now. Mangonel's going to be making it to the front line here as well, looking to try and take out the villagers. Spearman looking to get in here as well. TC on such low HP right now. We've got more and more Trebuchets still coming out from Vortex. TC down to 1,000 HP. Spearman in here as well. More insufficient wood coming through. Oh, it's not a good day to have insufficient wood. And there it is. GG gets called. Beasty going to be tapping out as his TC does fall down to the Trebuchet spam of Vortex. What an absolutely crazy all-in there from Vortex at the end of the game. Down by almost double, or down by half the score of Beasty. Yeah, still manages to pull off the landmark snipe. If you did enjoy this game, please do feel free to leave a like. Even consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.